his shoes.
You mean John Paul?
Yeah, John Paul.
See, and I compare him to Pope John the 23rd back in 60, 61, 62, 59.
Yeah, well, I wasn't born then.
I know. He tried to make sweeping, in fact, he did make sweeping changes within the church for that time. And he was a typical little old Italian grandfather. He was small. He was rotund. Okay, he was very warm, like Pope Francis is. He didn't give up the ruby red shoes, though, but what can I say? But Francis definitely, I call him a man for all seasons, or the Renaissance Pope, because he's trying to do so many different things and spur so many different changes, you know. All he could do is plant the seed and hope that it's carried from there.
I like the Polish Pope.
You like John Paul II?
Yeah.
Well, don't forget, he was also Pope for more than 20 years. Okay? I mean, Francis has been Pope, what? 2 or 3 years?
2.5 years.
That's all.
2.5 years.
I mean, it's like nobody even remembers Benedict. You know, who's Benedict?
Benedict Arnold?
Yeah, really. Let's.
But you know, look,
Pope Benedict is a true example of the expression "out of sight, out of mind." When you're friendly with somebody and then they move away, you know.
But they were never really friends. You were just friendly with them.
They basically, yeah.
Well, what I liked about John Paul II, you know, he was involved in a lot of changes in the world. He was in the forefront of them.
Give Francis time.
I know. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying.
I mean, look at his stand on divorce and annulment. He wants to bring these people back into the church during this year of dispensation. Women who have had abortions because they were raped or incest or something, you know, and he's trying to bring them back into the church and saying, you know, the church doesn't hate you, it's the sin. You know, don't hate the sinner, hate the sin. He's still, climate change. He still, you know, will not budge, and I wouldn't expect him to, on, you know, abortion or gay marriage. But by his own admission, he did say, "Who am I to judge?" Right, Felix?
Yeah, absolutely.
Rev?
Absolutely.
So, I mean, these are things that are decided by God, and I'm just a man.
One of the things you still got to work on is problems that they had for a while with the churches in the United States with all the
pedophiles.
All the pedophiles. Everybody's afraid to really.
No one really addresses that because they're all afraid.
Yeah. You know, they all want to sweep it under the rug and hope it disappears. But, you know, that's just like Hillary's emails. They just don't seem to disappear. Even when she wipes them out of a server, they found him.
Yeah, what did she say she likes about Instagram? The fact that it erases itself?
I don't know. There's a certain program. Yeah, I don't know what it's called. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, this is all stuff that the kids do. I have no idea. I'm lucky I can go on Facebook.
Well, you know, it's just like, you know, 6 steps after Twitter. Because they have all sorts of things that came after Twitter. I'm still trying to figure out Twitter, so.
I'm not even on it, so I don't know.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Something about 140 characters at the most. That's why people spell things crazy. They use abbreviations.
I don't know. Do you know anything about Twitter?
I do, but I don't like it. I've never gone on it. I'm not into it. I mean, I like my Facebook, which from time to time it gets a little monotonous and boring. But I also have Instagram, and I don't even like that either.
No, I don't know anything about
I very rarely
Instagram.
go on my Instagram at all.
Instagram is the one that disappears right away unless you keep it there. They decide to keep it public.
No, Instagram stays there.
Or there's one
I'm pretty sure.
there's one that disappears.
There's Snap. I know there's a Snapshot.
Snapchat.
Yeah, Snapchat shot or chat.
Snapchat, I think.
Yeah, maybe that's the one that.
Yeah, it's like a 10-second thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just pictures. I don't even think you can. You don't even say on anything on it. Or
I don't know.
I forget.
I don't know too much about any of these things. I said I'm not that up to it. But they did find. They were able to come up with the. She erased her tapes, Hillary, and they were able to.
Retrieve them?
Retrieve them. They're starting to retrieve them. And guess what?
Hey, look. She definitely has.
Guess what? They were not personal. The ones that she erased.
Well, like I'm saying, she certainly has.
A lot to explain.
Yeah. She has an image problem, as far as being truthful, and. The thing is, back in 2007, she declared first for the presidency, and everybody thought she was going to be the incumbent.
Yeah.
So she declared before any other Democrats, and again, she got the same accolades, and everybody said, "Oh, it's yours, don't worry." And now, little by little, you got Bernie Sanders, he won't be president, but he's chopping away at her support. He has his own message. Biden,
who knows,
might be getting in. I don't know, but I know that after watching him and listening to him, he's very affected by the death of his son, which is understandable.
And you're getting very mixed signals from him. There's nothing sounds that positive.
Yeah, one day he sounds like I'm really for it, and then another day. It's like I have to discuss it further with my family because it's a big commitment, and it is. I understand that. You got to have it in your gut. Now you and I, Felix, have plenty of gut, but I don't know whether we have that kind of gut to be president.
Okay, let's see. We've got a. Let's see who's in the chat room.
Mary Frances.
Mary Frances. Cloud9, come promote. Oh, I don't know what that is.
No, that's not Mary Frances.
Nah, I don't know what that is.
Well, are they in or out?
No, that's not. It's like an advertisement. Come promote your show and integrate with other Spreaker hosts and audience members. Spreaker Tavern Facebook group.
I am taking a 5-minute break. I am going to go make coffee. I'll be back.
Okay, Elisa. It's just me and you, baby.
Hello.
Hi, honey.
Hi.
All right, so I'll tell you, I like this Pope. I think I don't know if you heard what I said before. I liked his line about in the end of his speech. He said, "Pray for me, and then if you're a non-believer, wish me well."
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was a great line.
Well, he says that's how he ends everything, including Mass. When we're in there, there's a part where they say to pray. We pray for Pope Francis and all the clergymen and all that, and then we go, "Lord, hear our prayer." And then it's every week they say it.
Hello?
So they want you to pray for him. I mean, look what he's doing for so many people.
No, just say, but I like the way he said, "Pray for me, and if you're not religious or if you're a non-believer, wish me well." I think that's a very smart line. Knowing that.
I think that's a noble line.
Yeah, it shows. Listen, he doesn't seem to be putting any pressure on anybody trying to convert anybody. He's not seen. He's trying to change the world, but he's not trying to, promote his religion as much as just changing things.
Right. He's not forcing it on anybody. He's just saying to the world, this is me, this is who I am, this is my beliefs, this is what I would like to see happen. In his own little way, it's like, why can't we all just get along? It's common sense, and it's not a religious thing. And his visit here to America wasn't for religion. It was for the simple fact of getting people together. Look at all the interfaith people that were at the 9/11 memorial today.
Yeah.
You had so many different. You had rabbis. You had other I don't know, other high priests from other religions. You had Muslim. You had a whole slew. And then when you went to the school, there was a vast different sects there too. So he's bringing people together. He's bringing interfaith people together. Now, it's true what you guys said before I called. Once everything goes back to the norm, it's going to be all different. No one's going to be, united as one.
Well, the way I look at it, the way I look at it, if you made one or two people change their minds, he did his job.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And again, it's not so much of a job that he's doing. He's just, he wants peace, which is understandable because I don't know one person that doesn't want peace.
Well, there's a few of them in ISIS.
Well, I'm saying people that I don't know.
I know.
Obviously, there are those crazy people out there that have their own beliefs and their own way of life, and again, I can't. We can't judge, but on terrorists, we should and can. There's something that we definitely have to do.
Yeah.
And one of these days, something will be done. The unfortunate part is I don't think we'll be around to see it.
Well, I think the Russians are going to start getting involved more with the, which is not a good thing, but they'll be wiping out ISIS soon enough out of Syria, because Syria is their ally, and they're filling the gap where the United States used to be. So they're going to be in there, and they're going to start. They're going to be controlling Iran and Syria right now. Egypt is looking for help from them. Saudi Arabia is looking for help from them.
Putin supports Bashar al-Assad.
Yeah.
The problem is, as I think it was General Allen pointed out, there is no successor waiting in the wings to replace him. So if he falls, ISIS is going to move in, and they're just going to take over the country.
Not with the Russians there now.
Well, but they still have no backup plan for a type of government or a leader.
Yeah, okay? Well, guess what? Satellite nation of Russia. Don't laugh. Very possible. They're gonna wipe. They could give a lot of hurt to ISIS because they don't mind sending their troops in. Boots on ground to them is not a big deal.
That's very true.
And you don't complain there that you don't want to go. So I can see them going ahead and just. Well, in a way it's good, but hopefully if they really start pushing ISIS will start calling them the devil, not the United States, and telling all the Muslims in all those areas of Russia to start protesting and blowing